Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles show. Larry and Needles. And we got Kiki and we got Don Anforth tonight. Very special edition, 99th episode. Hey, welcome to the Larry and Needles show, everybody. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles. I can't believe we're still doing this
Don.
shamockery of a show.
Yeah, and I'm Kiki.
Thanks to internet for letting us be complete ass clowns whenever we want. To our 7 followers or 8 followers.
Yeah.
To our total disadvantage for any future.
I mean, like I said, we are not ear delicious.
Well, we're going to send this in to try to get disability.
We have to see we're retarded, how retarded we are.
Like,
Look at
all right.
that guy, Larry, he definitely looks like he's Down syndrome.
Well,
Well, here we go.
Whatever
So-
works,
So I
baby.
applied for Down syndrome insurance today.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, because I
gonna
did
start-
try for the illegal alien.
You should try to get into the
card.
Special Olympics. You would probably dominate.
Oh, dude.
Just mashing little babies.
Dude,
and
we should actually open up like a clinic for all the illegals. They'd be going. I mean, we can probably
Tom-
get some
Tom's
Medicare
free?
money.
No, Tom does not take illegals.
No, he doesn't.
Illegal aliens are not welcome
Maybe we
at
can
Tom's.
branch off though.
Yeah, to Tom's illegal alien. That's all he
Yeah.
caters to. I mean, the government has deep pockets. They just keep printing
But
money.
as I said, he'll be sending us. But dude,
Yeah.
Dr. Toboggan, Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
I mean, what are you gonna? But I mean, we technically are they really gonna check? I mean, if you're a doctor in a third world country, I mean, you're almost a witch doctor. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, so what do we do? Really
you think
have
the
to do?
illegals are going to card us?
I mean, do you think?
Where's your doctor
I mean, I
license?
can make a freaking degree and put it on the wall, whatever. I would stamp my balls on it and let everybody know.
I can put a pair of glasses and a stethoscope on.
I'll just wear rubber gloves and
Yeah.
that's it. Nothing
That's
else.
a good idea, the ball stamp. That reminds me when I was a kid and I got Lassie's autograph at the car show and they just took some dog's hand and put it in ink.
I would say dog's hand. I mean, yes, that's how hilarious. He thinks dogs have hands. He's like, that dog groped me.
He had an autograph.
The dog waits in the corner.
I love it.
Larry's stealing its pills.
And then my dad said, that's not the real Lassie. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, oh, the real Lassie's probably dead.
Oh, for like 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They've been
Jesus, how long do you think dogs live?
I don't know.
Well, obviously a long time.
It was like 1974.
Oh,
so
jeez. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and Lassie was on way
probably
before
like,
that too.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
probably like Lassie number 6.
Yeah,
Sure,
they
probably a few
probably have to have
Lassies.
multiples, though,
Yeah,
just in case
yeah.
one,
Couple of
Because back then, the
Definitely.
treatment of animals on what do you call it, on movie sets wasn't exactly kosher, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like somebody actually accidentally run it over after having a couple nose beers and martinis at lunch.
Damn it!
Yeah, they just run over
another
Lassie.
colleague.
Yeah.
Get the next
They
Lassie.
just run it over in the parking lot. With
Get the
golf
hose
cart.
and the other
Yeah,
Lassie.
How do you get fur out of a golf cart?
We lost another one. Yeah.
That's all right. That's
Bob's drunk again.
And that's another thing too. You know what I always think about? Like people, back in the day, because this kind of ties into a story I was going to talk about. But back in the day, like if you were going to do shit,
yes.
like what do you
This
call
guy
it? Like,
really need
you
one
couldn't
of these.
ask Google, or you couldn't, you know what I mean? Like you had to know another guy. Like, how do I bury a body, or how do I cut a body up?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Um,
Well, yeah, you're going to the library. And
yeah, so
asking some other
because
people.
of how many stories have we read where they're like they Google how to dispose of a body?
And then they
Yeah.
catch you though when they come and look at your computer and they see you check that.
I mean, Don Colombo over here.
and if you're going to ask somebody,
he doesn't wear, instead of a trench coat, he just wears bikini briefs.
Trench coat over it.
He like bends, he's always like bending over. One more question.
No,
Let me get my notepad.
Needles.
Pulls it out of his.
He's got the bikini briefs, but the trench coat falls open.
Or it
One
just
more
doesn't,
question.
actually, it doesn't even have a tie on it. It just
Right.
flows in the wind. Him and his little junk.
cigar,
He got
yeah,
like a
cigar.
pencil and he got cigars all lined.
and if you ask somebody,
Yeah.
that's a witness, and they're going to ask him. He's going to say, "Oh yeah, he asked me how do I cut up a body, or do you know how to cut a body?" Or
Yeah, can you help me? You know what I mean?
So
Like,
right, you can't today I had to buy bleach at the store, and I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, boy.
Oh man, you're on camera.
man.
Right. So here I am. They just caught me now. If I'm doing something, here's where he got the bleach.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way around it. You
Well,
can't-
because cameras and
Right.
shit. There's
Well, yeah, if you're at Home Depot buying duct tape, rope, a shovel, gloves,
some lye.
Right. At
You know?
2:30 on one afternoon.
You're pressing a little button under the desk and shit.
Oh, well, not even. But I seriously think
I got
that
one.
there's got to be a combination of things that sets off because we're monitored completely.
There will be. If
We're
there
like-
isn't yet, there will be.
if you're
soon.
buying
Oh, yeah.
duct tape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well,
if,
shovel,
if there's a
garbage,
certain
plastic.
just like the algorithm on the internet, if you say a certain combination of words, then AI flags you.
Right.
Because basically AI is controlling everything now.
Something's
it
monitoring
is
my
doing
shopping list.
Like, did you read that article about
Yeah.
how the Democrat or whoever writes the bills in the houses and stuff like that, or wherever they're written, they have AI scan it. And it'll scan it in a minute or two, and it brings up all these points. So now they don't
the
even have to
major
read
points.
them anymore. So AI is taking over
that sounds like
completely.
trouble.
No, it already
yeah.
is trouble.
Right.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Like I'll look at these. I'm looking at my kid with these pictures, and he's like, "That's AI."
Wow.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh,
He's
look
already
here,
got the
look
eye
here,
for
look
it.
here." Yeah, he's like, you could tell by the hands, you could tell by the shoulders, by the neck. They still can't get that
Yeah.
right. He's like, "Look at the," and he's a good artist. And he's like, "Look at the background." He's like, "It doesn't match up." And it's like for pictures of dogs. Like we're looking at pugs and stuff, and he's like, "That's
so you
not
can
real."
pick it out
And
there.
it's like almost like I could sort of tell because it's like hazy and stuff. But they do like these, like what they did with Taylor Swift, the AI nudes.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's the
I love
shit,
that shit.
Like everything is.
Yeah.
Do you think the psyop is becoming the psyop now?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just not one psyop anymore.
No, and it's good.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so the psyop is to get AI integrated into society and then have that AI completely fool society.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
like the
what it's doing.
it's
Writing
like
articles and stuff.
The inmates are running the asylum. The psyop is running the psyop.
It's not
like,
even
what
the,
the fuck
but
is
it's
going
not
on?
even the
Yeah,
inmates
seriously.
though. This is just
Well, you
a
know,
computer.
No, I'm using an analogy.
I know, but I'm just
bro.
saying. But it's like just a computer that's
You
running
know, when
this
they
stuff.
say the lunatics are running the asylum.
Yeah, I know. I
It
know
has
exactly what you
no-
mean.
The
No
psyop
feeling,
is,
no emotion, no anything. It's
Well,
just,
psyoping
the problem is-
it
psyop.
goes by the numbers.
AI is programmed by certain people
Well,
with
it-
a certain mindset.
It has
Exactly.
It's not free thinking because it has an initial
Initial
algorithm to go.
program, yeah.
Like remember when they did that the first AIs and it got racist in like 5 days?
Yeah.
It was calling everybody N-words
Well,
and
how about-
sticks and
how
beaner.
Was that even real though? I mean,
Yeah, it
How
was.
about the other
It was
thing?
very real
That's
because
probably a psyop. But here's
right.
AI is a psyop.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so-
that story might have been a lie. But here's the other thing.
Everything might be a lie.
Exactly.
They print out. Give me a picture of George Washington, and it's
This
a
is
black dude, and
Yeah.
such. You know,
Every-
They
everyone-
said they said print
Give
out a
me
white
some-
guy.
Give me some Nazis, and it was a black dude, and an
African-American
an
Nazis.
Asian woman. It's like
The
okay.
the AASS.
Because
That should be along with the NAACP.
yeah, right. When it's the algorithm didn't want it to show white people, wanted
Caucasian people.
Yeah,
So they
they wanted
even-
to lean
It
towards
has
blacks.
a disdain towards Caucasian
So it
people.
even made the worst people in the world.
Black.
Yeah. Show me Hitler, and it's a black dude.
Yeah, which is very funny. Stalin is a black guy.
I mean,
So, I don't
that's
know what's
great.
I don't know
Stalin
what's
looks
worse.
good as a black guy.
Well, he is a ginzo, so he had
Yeah.
always had a tan, so
Yeah.
we always know what he looked like.
Yeah.
But what is it's like? What becomes of this next? What's the next stage? What's the next step? Like,
I'll tell you what, I am enjoying the AI porn. Not AI, but the you put
The
like
headset,
Taylor
the
Swift.
VR.
Yeah.
Jeez,
no,
man.
not the headset, but like you put like Taylor Swift's head
Yeah.
on a body. It's like confused. Hey, pass
Hey,
it.
I
man.
can't. You know what? I can't
Passes
wreck
for
my
his
monkey.
imagination.
Yeah, it works for
I
me.
can't wreck my
Star.
monkey because it's not real. You know what I mean? Like I know
Yeah.
it's fake.
I
Yeah.
have a good imagination.
Yeah, I bet you. Well, yeah, you don't even need to use porn then if you have a good imagination.
well,
Exactly.
It's not that good.
You just need to build up a better wank
Oh
bank.
my god.
I don't have to cut Taylor's head off a picture and post it on a high
That'd be
society
great if
magazine.
you just
anymore.
put like you put her head on your screen and it's just the body
It moves
moving
around the body.
Anforth's got a Taylor Swift head taped on a Farrah Fawcett poster. Right now.
Ferret Foster. I've never met Ferret Foster.
Neat. That would be
Does
cool.
she go to Tom's?
That poster where she's in that red bathing suit, that
Ferret
classic
Foster.
picture. Yeah.
That's a good name for
You know
a
what?
porn star.
I was, okay, so this
Oh,
kind
is
of
that
gets
Farrah Fawcett? Oh no, it's Farrah Foster.
Yeah.
it's the ferret with braids on. Didn't she do the 10 with the braids?
No, that's Bo
Derek.
Derek.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Bad
Derek's
shoes,
tits.
racial appropriation, which is very fun. Hey, I got a question.
Okay.
Do you think when people die, they can see you wreck your meat in heaven or wherever they go?
Oh yeah.
Like when
Your grandma's
because-
been watching you wreck your meat
Well,
for
but I'm
years.
just
Oh,
saying.
my
Well, listen though,
Lord.
because I went to a funeral and they're like, "Oh, she'll be looking on down for you from heaven." I'm like, "Oh man, don't put that on me."
So you went and
I'm
wrecked
like,
your,
what are you doing?
Yeah, right? What the hell?
Like,
So then you went in the bathroom real quick, wrecked your meat
at
the
the
funeral.
funeral?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
don't get down
kidding,
like
dude.
that. I went and sniffed one of the caskets.
That's
Oh my
better.
Lord.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of
I
people.
mean, that's for amateurs, Larry.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of people
I
shaking their
should've
heads
known.
if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, because it was just funny, and I was with Roller, and as soon as I turned around, I'm like, "Did you hear what she said, Roller?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Do you think she'll see me wreck my meat in heaven?" And he's like laughing.
Well, if you
My
want
whole
her
thing was trying to
she
make him
will.
laugh. You know? What
If that's what you want, it'll happen.
do you mean if that's what I want?
If you want her to see you, it'll happen.
I just think if they're like when you go where you go wherever. Let's just say not underneath the firmament. How's that? Let's say, okay. So that encompasses a lot of things.
Hopefully you go. I think you maybe go above the firmament.
Hopefully they pick better times to watch you.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Hopefully
saying.
the-
Like because I'm dropping a deuce. That's kind of weird.
Oh,
unless
my
you got
Lord.
unless you got a penchant for that.
Well, you know what? I always used to think that when I was doing some hard dope or something, like my grandmother's watching me, but then I think no. And then
Then
I
you
think,
forget. Not out.
No, but then I think my grandmother was watching me through my one cat,
That's even weirder.
Miss Kitty, and
Like
I'd
the
be
one
like,
that-
shit, because it would look at me like all disappointed.
Yeah, but
Every time the
paw in
peanut
its
butter
head.
came out, it knew what was going to happen. 'Cause
Cat
cats
didn't-
do have they have sandpaper tongues.
The cat didn't like peanut butter. It's not a dog.
How do you know?
I fucking know what
Yeah, it
cats
sounds
eat.
like a guilty person
Yeah.
would say that. I didn't look that up. Do cats like peanut butter more? On
I was
the
I
gonna
internet?
didn't look it up, man.
like,
We
this
have
guy's a
cats.
real
I've had
pervert.
cats for years. They don't come after a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Catnip.
They come after
Cat
a
with your
ham
nuts.
sandwich.
Yeah.
You put ham on your balls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like little
That
nut
works.
cutouts. He just cuts a nut. Piece of ham.
So to get
That's
some
a
You
great
gotta
idea.
nibble around.
Come here, kitties.
Should
Candy-
patent
You
that.
got some ham nuts for it.
Ham nuts. Eh?
Ham nuts.
You could sell the ham already cut out.
There's just two holes. in
pet
it. And then
food
what we'll do
store.
is we'll take the other pieces of ham and make more ham. It's a great business.
Little hams fucking for
Little hams,
small-
that's the name of it. Little hams.
That's fantastic. dude.
Get off the phone, you fanook.
I'm trying.
Sorry we're boring you.
Yeah.
You're not giving anything
It's
to
a
this
fucking
conversation
90.
I get,
except a giggle track.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
Talk today.
It's our
it seems.
99th episode. Mark's fucking.
99 episodes. I'm worn out.
You're worn out.
okay.
We do this every
He did
week.
about
You've done
4
it-
of them.
Yeah, before you said
Right,
the feds
that's
were going to
what-
cut your head off.
I'm out. I don't know.
The famous Don Anforth
Yeah, let's
line.
relive.
off,
Here's
man.
what we could do. We can
off of
relive
it,
a couple moments.
No,
Remember-
we're not doing a clip
Remember
show.
when
But
Mark
no, but
got,
this,
he was
this
gonna
is funny
get his
though.
head chopped off?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so before we had video aspect, Don Anforth was getting so high and so
beheadings.
paranoid. I wish we had video for that stuff because we
Yeah.
used to have a set of microphone low because he
Oh
would
my
nod
God.
out and he would be talking down.
They had the guillotine. The first time I saw the
Seriously,
guillotine, the
dude.
Chanel guillotine, I was like, holy fuck.
And Don Anforth got so paranoid because that
couldn't
he thought
believe
that the FBI was going to cut his head off.
I'm like,
Oh,
so,
boy.
yeah. So you're gonna come over and do the podcast? And he's like, no fucking way, man.
do you
They're
mean?
gonna kill us. They're gonna kill
kill
you.
us,
They're gonna
yeah,
kill
too.
me.
Like,
They're
what the
gonna
hell?
chop my fucking head off.
They,
I'm like,
dude, they're listening right now. Anything you type on your phone, they know it. All the shit I said about Biden to
Well,
text
we are
people,
talking on microphone.
I'm like,
Yeah.
they're gonna come for me. They're gonna be like, why did you
They're
say
gonna come
this?
for you.
They are.
Well, they're looking at us and like,
Right.
well, these
Like,
guys don't have
they're
long
Like,
gonna
this
anyways.
guy
know.
liked ham. Why do you order
Right.
so many little ham?
Everything you said, at some point, it's gonna come back to you. They really are.
What? They're really going to what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, what?
But here's the thing.
There's a long list of
Here's
people
a-
that are coming after
Yeah,
us,
you're
yeah.
you're low on that list.
Here's a rule of
No,
war,
what did they do
though.
to January 6 people?
Hey,
Yeah, but they were at
if
the
you
Capitol.
They're
see,
still tracking them down.
if you see your enemy destroying himself, let them do it.
Well, yeah.
So they're looking at you and they're going, that fucking
You're a
guy.
small fish in a big pond.
He's fucking himself up.
right,
Oh,
well,
needles
but
and
you're not,
layers.
yeah, exactly.
You're not
It's
looking at
like
C-
we're
if you're not looking
a
at
threat.
CP.
They're coming at their
Right,
kiki.
right. There's a threat,
Well,
but
as long as he's
eventually
not
it gets to the
saying he
point
does
where,
that.
where they want to just get people, and that's how they're going to get you. They're going to have something on you,
Yeah, they can-
however small it may be, whatever it is, whatever you may have
They
been.
can make it up.
It's against the rules, and you did it, and they're going to come and fucking pull you on it. It's going to happen.
It's
already
gonna
is
be. It's
happening.
gonna be a while before.
Right,
it's
that's not
happening,
going to
yeah.
be like tomorrow or
Come on.
immediately.
The
but
dude that reported
eventually
on-
they'll get to a situation where they have to just start going getting,
Yeah.
you know, once,
Well,
once the masses are wiped out.
Let's hope it doesn't get to that.
Right, they're going to start picking off individual people.
Or
Well,
they
hey.
arrested that guy from January 6th, the reporter. So it's
Yeah.
already
By the
happening.
way,
That's
and they're
messed
doing.
That's what I mean.
here's something that we forgot to mention on the first two episodes that came out
Even
March
s-
1st, and then the one that came out Wednesday. Happy Women's History Month.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Women's History Month.
Oh,
man.
really?
The one day you don't get hit
Yeah.
on. And I don't mean but catcalling.
Hey, it's always Women's History Month in Boys Town. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
We
you
should
don't
call
know.
it
I mean,
Slut Month.
You just
Wouldn't that be
slowed
good?
down. Like,
Slut Month?
huh?
I don't know. You don't want
No,
to.
that is not a good term. Why would you say slut
I don't know if they
month?
like that one.
I mean, what, slut month? I mean, you can't make a
A
T-shirt that says that.
sexist would say.
A sexist would say?
Yeah.
Wait,
Is there
speaking
more
of slut month,
women
No, but
in
you don't
history
want to know
month?
the history of my women, that's for sure.
Your wife is right upstairs. I know. She's a lovely lady.
Women.
Well, yeah, that's
Well, I
my
mean,
wife.
that's your history of
We're
woman.
talking women's history.
Women
I don't know what that
in-
means.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you get more points for choking them too on women's history?
Dude, man.
If you your
women.
bingo card for 2024
that's
is
the special code. Yeah. But no, speaking of that, you know, I actually heard something. AOC. You know how she actually got into the position she's in?
by bending over.
Oh.
No, well, she was, you know, she was doing the bartending crap, and then there was an open audition, and she went to the audition, and she's like, she's good looking, she's charismatic, she can talk,
But she's dumb as a box of rocks.
but then yeah, so she that's how she got in the position she is in.
Come on.
I don't know if that's
So,
how
I mean,
it happened.
listen,
but
your storytelling record is
Yeah,
not
so
exactly
listen,
the greatest.
listen.
on
Wait,
this.
into
Well, I
her-
just- I actually- I just
into
heard
her
it.
You could- yeah,
position
you heard
into
the Senate.
politics?
Yeah.
Wow. No.
It's like a real world audition.
So-
Yeah, well, like
Well,
yeah,
she started out.
They
in
held auditions, and they're like, "Wow, we can actually turn her.
We can
into
she's
a
malleable.
that
politician."
wouldn't,
Oh, I see
that
what
wouldn't
you're saying.
surprise me.
Right,
No,
not
that's
at all.
What,
I think
what
that-
did she do before she became a senator? Was she like a
She
mayor
was
or
good.
something?
She had
She
nice
went, she went to
tits.
college and was a bartender.
she was a
That's
bartender.
right.
She's not a lawyer or
No,
anything like that? Because
no,
that's what they usually are.
no.
Just like some kind of.
She
you know,
had nice tits. She was a dummy. She was
Right.
an
I was
Hispanic
wondering, how did she
chick,
get-
So
Yeah,
she
she was a
checked
person of
all
color.
sorts of boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey.
Like
yeah.
to check her box.
Get
out.
her in there, yeah.
Yeah,
They
right.
checked her box, and then
She
they said
agreed
you
with
check
the
all
white
the
people,
boxes,
right,
and
the
even
right
that
people.
one.
She's
Yeah,
married
I
to a
get
white
it.
dude,
I
too,
get
which
it.
is funny.
The whole thing was a
He's a
setup plan,
fucking
basically. This will be the
beta
face
cuck.
of it.
Did you ever see him? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a looker.
Yeah, but still, though,
He's a-
she
I think he's a
rags on
ginger.
everybody else, and then here she
Well,
is.
did you see when the woke mom was going after her the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
well, she's in the
beautiful.
movie theater and she loses it. That's the problem with her. Is she's still got that dumb dingbat bartender mentality,
Oh,
and when
yeah.
the shit goes down, because nobody ever presses her,
Right.
like all of a sudden she
Right.
just loses her composure and completely crumbles.
Yeah, I was
and
waiting for her to
these
rip off
people-
her shirt and like,
Yeah, just start
Check
titty
out my
wrestling.
tits.
Happy Women's Day.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what it
I
should
would have
be.
shut him up pretty quick.
But the husband
chicks?
didn't
No,
say
not the
shit.
chicks.
Well, no, there was
I
a
want to
dude
say
saying
that's
shit.
her husband, right? She's married to that motherfucker.
Who?
OC.
that
eh?
weird
Whatever
looking-
Yeah,
fuck
the
his
white
name
dude.
is.
We just talked about
Yeah,
that,
the ginger.
Oh,
the
yeah,
white
yeah.
dude,
He's
yeah,
a
we-
ginger,
yeah, We
too.
were just talking about that.
What's
which
his
is very
name?
funny.
Jim
Ginger
OC?
Snap.
Yeah.
Jim
Jim
O.
OC,
He took
yeah.
her last name.
Yeah. Ginger snap.
That's how it goes.
Well,
Jim
he's probably the Cortez, because her name is probably
Bean Dip?
Andrea Ocasio.
Oh, yeah. She
in
has a real
school.
name. Yeah.
Maybe her last name's Ocasio.
And then now it's one of
Or
those
using
hyphens
both
like
names,
Cortez,
yeah.
Ocasio Cortez, because I'm so important.
Right.
They're going to vote her out. She's done. You know what? These Soros-backed people that are starting to find out the hard way that they thought that this DEI shit was going to keep them above the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And now all
It's
of a
not
sudden they're
working.
starting to realize that, hey, man, you poke a sleeping bear, we're going to come after
But
you.
yeah, well, of course they're going to eventually protest against their own. They're going to eat their own because that's one of the things they do.
That's
Because
right.
nobody's exempt from the
They play both sides.
punishment.
Exactly.
You know?
They're bipartisan and hunting each other down and
Yeah.
bringing their dirt
Yeah.
out. That's the only thing.
Well,
Yeah.
when
We're
you
stabbing
run-
each other in the
Yeah,
back.
to try or set each other
No
up.
problem.
It
You know?
doesn't matter
Like
exactly.
who was that Fanuc that got
Whatever it
can-
takes to get the goal. They're reaching the goal. They'll do whatever they have to get to it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
What was that Fanuc that got kicked out of the House? The Mexican dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah. No,
I-
he was
Tortilla
wearing
Jones
a
or
dress and
something. I
shit.
don't know.
yeah. Tortilla Jones.
Dorothy Jones.
That sounds
No,
right.
it was like
He spent like
Carlos.
our O'Malley.
Menendez, was it Menendez?
That's how he
or
changed his name
Hernandez
to
or
get
something?
back in.
Yeah. Hey man,
It
I'm
was
Carlos
Tortilla, now it's
O'Malley. That
like
was
O'Malley.
my cousin. That other guy.
Oh, I don't know who that guy is.
Well, he told a bunch of lies.
No, I
and
don't
shit.
like beans and rice.
Yeah.
Remember,
My name's
like, he
O'Malley.
had more lies than Biden. That guy.
Yeah, but he was spending
But
money
his
on
shit was funny.
He was spending money on OnlyFans on the car,
Yeah.
on the company car, like 50
Hey.
G's.
Wow.
Like I've
Dude.
never understood that porn is free. Like
Yeah,
these
well,
guys, like
Yeah, that's spending that
You
kind
want
of money.
you want specific
a woman,
shit.
you have a type of woman you like.
Yeah, and you
There's
want to
like
do
some-
specific things.
Well, no, they get it's
with
like
specific objects.
like
Yeah, send me
one
your
of the-
soiled panties.
Yeah, one of the guys I listen to, that's like these chicks have like, they're just like a little weird. One's got a lazy eye,
Mm-hmm.
or another one's like missing a hand. And
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
just like just stuff you won't really see. You know what I mean? And she's like cleaning the house with one hand.
And I get it. I'm
That
kind of
sounds
into that
fucking
shit
pretty
too.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know
I was
about
gonna
pretty cool.
say.
I don't want to pay for that, but I'm just saying if there's like a niche market on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well,
you
yeah,
know,
I'd say I'm not
lots
paying.
of midgets.
I definitely watch it, but I'm not paying for it.
No, I don't.
Oh, jeez.
I don't never. I know that they do like a lot of old Skayfootzes. What do you call it? Like Donna D'Erico.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Well, that Drea Mateo lady, because they they lose their bodies, but now they're sort of like
Well,
like
they're
not a
the
sex
hot-
symbol, but
Yeah,
like
but
in Ash,
now
closing
you can
18
finally see
stores.
them naked.
Well, yeah. All of a sudden, it's like, oh man,
But
I
wait,
used to love her.
she's not on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's on
is she?
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
There's
But
a
it's
bunch of chicks that are
but
on
it's a crazy.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, all of a sudden
The
she was
Soprano
thanking.
broad?
Yeah,
But she don't get
thanking-
naked.
She was thanking
Oh,
everybody
okay.
because they saved her house.
Dude, she made like $100,000 in a couple months.
Oh yeah. I seen something
Yeah,
about that.
she's like, thanks for
but
saving.
she doesn't get naked. She mostly fucking hawks her clothing line.
I want to see your butthole if I'm paying for it. To be honest with you,
Oh no.
Well, then you
bust
gotta
out that
go-
turd cutter.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Daddy's paying hard-earned money
Sweetie,
for this.
turn around.
Yeah.
Spread
I
'em.
don't mess around. I've seen boobs every. You know, I
Yeah.
can look at boobs wherever
Yeah,
I
right.
want.
Well, you
Yeah,
gotta,
right.
You got to hook up with a different OnlyFans chick then.
I don't hook up with any of them, man.
I'm not saying you got to
I'm- I
fucking
just-
find
I always-
a different one.
I always think
'cause
about
I
like
don't
these
think-
chicks stream some of them for
She's got-
hours on end, man.
Right.
Like just imagine just showing your muff on camera for like
How much-
8 hours.
How much can
like-
someone masturbate?
Huh?
How much? Can
Obviously a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
These Hindi guys in
these
India.
tweakers. Oh yeah, you get a lot of bobs.
Well, no, I'm talking. I'm talking
Hello,
about.
pretty lady.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the chick on the OnlyFans thing.
Well, it's
man.
a chick. She can come as many times as she wants, or she
Yeah.
can fake it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
tough for a
Editing.
dude to
It's
fake
getting
it.
tedious.
These
though.
young chicks, they see money keep bringing.
Their pussy
ding, ding,
is
ding,
getting
ding,
wide.
ding.
They don't
Yeah.
care,
And
right?
next thing you know, they're going to be old.
They're
and-
probably the smart ones put their shit
What are
on
you
a
doing?
loop.
Oh, no, I had to stand up a minute. Sorry.
Hey man,
Had to take
that's
a call.
a sign of age. I want to say it was Mark
something on your head.
Ciola's
What the
person.
hell
here.
is that thing?
There's some on your
What
head.
is it? Get it.
trying to do blackface.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a piece of fudge from this fucking.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh yeah.
were you
it's falling
saying
apart.
My headphones are falling apart. It was a piece of fuzz from the headphones. I want to just point out that Mark's the oldest one here tonight. So
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday to Larry. 63 years old. Doesn't look a day past
Happy
62.
birthday.
yeah, yesterday was my birthday.
What'd you do?
Uh,
Boys Town backwards on the scooter?
yeah, no, I went to Krav Maga
Oh,
with
did you?
Anna.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice.
And
Beating up the numbers, man.
I had my mom wanted
National
everyone. To,
Women's Day.
Yeah.
Beating the girls up.
yeah, that's what they do in Boys Town for Women's Month.
Beat girls up?
Yeah, exactly. The girls, of course, they're getting paid
I think
for it.
I think they just slap twinks. I think that's what you know what I mean. It's just twink
You're not a
slapping
real
day.
bitch.
That's what it is. Or you're just little, so we can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that.
Oh, speaking of twinks,
Speaking of
got
this, did
Kiki
you
all
guys
worked up.
see? I think it was in Thailand where the Thai lady
Oh,
boys
yeah.
and the Filipino, I don't know what they call the Filipino lady boys.
Oh, man.
But they had a big
Lady
tussle.
boys?
They were like,
Filipinos.
yeah.
Filipino.
Yeah,
They were
they had a turf war.
That is sure.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
No, there's a video of it.
Yeah,
They're like brawling
there was
over
cops,
turf.
Nice.
cops were taking
The
elbows.
lady boys are trying. Half of them learn no fucking
Karate.
kickboxing.
They got
Yeah.
some kind of skills,
So,
right?
but it was funny. They were beating the shit out of each other, and
Yeah.
it's like wigs are coming off, like dudes are like
it
just like
was
a
crazy.
titty pops out,
Yeah.
like it's crazy. And it's a dude.
Dick
Yeah.
pops
Yeah,
out.
well, I didn't see. I wasn't looking for that.
And some of them have nice
But it's all
titties.
over turf. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
and it
It's
was a
just
turf
over
war.
sex turf.
Yeah,
Really?
just
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they have these
That's some
videos.
valuable turf.
Sure,
that
I
sex turf.
mean,
Well,
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
these videos of what do you call it,
Wow.
like Thailand and stuff, where the guy has like a hidden camera and his like belt or something. He's just walking around, and it's just poontang.
Oh yeah, the whole
As far
area
as
is
the eye
full
can
of
see,
them.
Oh, it's
man.
been like that
Like,
forever.
Oh yeah,
Since Nam.
yeah, it's been
little roadside
I'll tell you,
bars
it's
up and down
it's
the road.
Disneyland for adult men.
Yeah.
Heard
Perverted.
of that
Oh,
too.
here, you want this down here?
And
So-
I'll tell you what, you ask, like you go and ask, you talk to the lady boys, you ask
Yeah.
them like, so who's your main customers? Guess what nationality is their main customers?
British.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Um,
And no, you can. I guarantee, if you think about the other one, you'll get it.
it's not the Bobs, is it?
No, think about nasty porn.
Oh, Germans. Yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
Scheiser
Sure, yeah,
videos.
probably, right.
Well, I
As I say,
gotta-
it didn't take you guys long to figure that
Well,
out.
I
But
gotta
no,
admit,
that was
man.
it. That was them two.
I had a lot of men hit on me in Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Needles would have loved it. He would have had a lot of ammo to make fun of me with.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, dude,
Yeah.
they love that shit. Dude, they love the lady.
Well,
you
they're
know-
also those Europeans are free swinging.
Yeah.
Like, they don't. There's really a thin line between
Yeah.
being a Fanuc and enjoying life.
Oh,
Mm.
sick, man.
Very thin line, I
Yeah.
guess.
Horrible fucking.
It's like a hair.
It's like one short and curly.
I say they're for
I did it. The weird thing is, the lady. I don't get the whole. It's like, all right, you like the woman look, but you want the man ass or something. Is that what it is?
For what,
get
lady
it
boys?
either.
Yeah.
No, they want the dong. Obviously.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they
like-
want a chick with the dick. God, I remember those old videos. Remember the chicks with dicks, number 5? The VHS tape.
You remember Chicks with Dicks
Number-
number 5?
Number
What was
7.
on? What was in Chicks with
Wait,
Dicks
I
number
wasn't a-
5?
I wasn't
You
a-
remember so vividly. Mike.
Number
Please.
7 is
just a-
way better.
Right.
I wasn't.
What about number 5?
Well,
Is
that
it-
was the one I saw. I
see.
wasn't. I wasn't alive
The
for
only one you
4
saw
through
or just
1.
number
No,
5?
I saw the jacket for it. I saw the. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell?
Those are great.
Yeah, like the old school
It is
porn
great.
was
Well,
the best.
it would be like the ads that they would show in the porno mags in the back of the mags. Would
Two,
be like
two dicks.
all the different, all the different weird porn you can get. It'd be like, oh my god, who the fuck buys that?
I remember that.
Actually, you don't. That's how you just send your information to the government. They come out and order stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they take
It probably was. Right, put you on a
that was
list.
the first government psyop.
Yeah.
That's porn right there. That's how the
Yeah.
government gets
Yeah,
you.
sure.
We
Yeah,
talk
put you
about
on
this
a
all the time. How Pornhub is a government psyop because these guys get all fucked up and they look up weird shit like, oh, this guy's got a
Right.
penchant for
Yeah.
teenage girls, and then he goes to a
Yes,
bar
yeah, yeah,
and they send in a teenage girl or they, you know what I
Dude.
mean? They do a honeypot with her.
Dude, it's the
Oh
same
boy,
shit they were
Larry,
doing in
you got a
San
story about
Francisco.
this? Yeah, I hope she was legal tender.
You know that. It's,
Yeah, oh boy, let's tread lightly here.
Oh man, I'm not gonna. You're making it sound crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wasn't gonna
okay.
say anything.
Oh, sure. Yeah, after you thought about it, after you consulted your wife.
Yeah.
Should I tell that story?
Here's
No,
the thing.
Larry.
Could you imagine, like,
Hypothetically.
today
Yeah.
they got a picture of everybody,
Allegedly.
but nobody buys, like, back in the day, they'd have to, like, say, okay, that guy bought Barely Legal or something, or that guy bought this magazine, and it was on magazines. Or you had to go to, like, some store and get a
Yeah, Robert,
VHS
yeah,
tape.
A wanking bank.
Zebulon.
And it's like, today it's like, they
Anyone
log
can
on
do
and
it.
it goes
Right.
directly to who they are, their fucking, where they
right
live.
to
Oh,
the
yeah,
room,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
It's like, wow. And you know, it probably
imagine,
is.
imagine how big of a perv you had to be to get cherry delivered to your house every month.
A subscription for it? A
Yeah,
subscription
or
for it?
barely legal.
Well,
Like you
that's
said.
the only way they would get you, because if you went in the store like 7-Eleven and say bought it for cash, they didn't have a record.
Yeah,
but
no,
if
Yeah,
you
no,
had
that's
a
how you do it.
Right.
If you had a subscription to
Yeah, they
it,
knew.
though,
But I
you'd be
mean,
like,
good
all
old,
right.
good old Namesh
You're either
knows
a
who
biker
you
gang-
are.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah, you know,
the
like-
only person that knows you.
yeah. I mean, he knows what's
Is the-
going
is
on
the
there. He
Indian
can point
guy
all of
working
them
behind
out.
the counter.
And he works for the.
I got the special one for you, buddy.
Yeah, they turn the rack around.
It's like a lazy Susan.
Dog lover, horse
Come to the
lover,
bedroom. I'll
pig
show you your
lover.
room. Come
And this
look
one's
behind
my
your-
wife.
And then the weird thing I don't get is hentai, like that
What the hell is
the
that?
animation stuff.
Yeah, I don't get that
Like
shit either.
because what is it? Japan won't allow, they don't allow the dirty porn. They blur everything out. So
are
they
you
had to like
pubic hair. No, it's
about?
pubic hair.
well, and insertion.
Yeah.
So you can't watch them having sex. So they're having sex, but it's blurred out, which is pretty funny. It's
And
like
all
one of those
Japanese
like
porn is
witness
censored,
protection
basically.
programs.
My dick's in the
Like,
witness protection program.
they interview the muff.
You don't wanna
Like,
see who knows
yeah,
that
well, in
dick
this
is.
scene, this guy was kind of being rough with me.
That's
Promise
fucking
you can
great.
keep my dick hidden for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, granted, the thing is only,
Yeah.
only like that big.
There's like 3 pixels being blurred.
So it's like censored, basically, all the porn in Japan.
Yeah. So then they had to come up with an alternative. So what they did was they made these like animals have sex with women. Like it'll be like a thing
Sure,
with,
sure.
with tentacles, and it'll be
Yeah, but yeah, it was all
So it's
art.
bestiality beyond all.
And that's not
get out.
censored.
and
then?
children too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, but it's funny they just busted one of the guys.
Because it's not really children, though. It's just AI. So that's going to
it's
be
drawn. No,
Well, yeah,
it's
this is
drawn. It's
before
hand-drawn.
AI, yeah.
The,
this
okay,
is-
hand drawn.
this is
So
the-
the
This has been going on
cartoonist
since the
gets in trouble
70s.
for drawing
Man,
child
the Japanese
porn.
are
No, not at
freaking
all.
bad.
Okay.
It's widely accepted there.
That's
Okay.
fucking just
Yeah, it's
freaky
very
shit, dude,
accepted.
man.
But it's funny. One of the
So
guys.
that's a little workaround. So
What's
they're
that?
fucking. That's a.
You
That's
can
a
skirt
little
the system by
workaround.
drawing child, but I mean, to
Nobody
draw it.
called Japanese stupid.
What's worse?
Well,
what's
no.
worse, to draw it or to view it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
the guy
that's a
drawing
conundrum right
it's
there.
really a
I mean,
problem.
that might be a couple decades
The
more
guy
in prison.
drawing it, it's doing it for money, but he's also the perv fucking imagining
Yeah, because it's
it.
coming out of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
You don't want to see my
It's
drawings
both
of
pretty
it.
bad.
yeah, they're just like 2 stick figures, one with the
Yeah.
big wiener.
Yeah.
The other one's like a
My drawings not my aren't
yeah,
paying the bills.
The other one's like a Furby with lady bits.
Yeah.
Lady parts on a Furby and a fucking stick figure.
Stick figure porn. Hey, someone will
There
probably
you go.
look
That
at
might
it.
sell.
Stick figure
Trademarked.
Stick
The
porn.
Larry and Needles show.
Yeah.
Stick
Have a
figure
whole
porn. That's how
fucking
depraved
section
people
on
are.
that shit.
What's that? Stick figure porn?
Stick figure porn.
I want to make flip books.
Yeah.
My brother used to make.
Stick figure porn. Dude, you could sell that shit in India.
orgies and shit.
Remember all those
Fighting over
flip
it.
books my brother
Those were
drew?
awesome.
Yeah.
The guy pissing, and
Right,
all that,
right, right.
doing bombs.
Yeah.
Dude, flip books are the shit.
They are very funny.
I mean, seriously, you think about it, that's the first movie.
Any little
Yeah, it's
pad of
like-
paper around the house that my mom had.
I'm sure they had like
Somebody
porn
could
like
draw
that.
something in
They had to
the
have like
corner.
old school porn like that, boobs, or chicks like just shows her boobs.
Yeah, where they had to turn
the crank, yeah.
Yeah, you're putting 20
Turn it
30
one
up, put
crank.
a quarter in.
You're cranking, double cranking, you're
double
working your
cranking,
meat hand.
double cranking. That's exactly what I was trying
Double
to say.
cranking.
But I mean, dudes will do. Porn is just.
It's heaven
You
sent.
say that all the
it's out of
time.
control. I do say it. all
Well,
the
now
time.
it's out of control.
because
You're out of control for watching.
I
so
say
much
that because
porn.
it totally like desensitizes us and makes women look like shit. A lot of choke and slap and punch and treating women horrible.
So you're not supposed to do that shit?
Only
They
on
don't like it?
weekends.
Oh no!
Just
Only
on-
during
or
Women's
if you had-
History
yeah.
Month,
If you've had more than 7 beers or on a weekend,
All right.
or during Women's History Month.
that's when you get rough.
Yeah,
I
You get a little
wonder.
extra
I bet
rougher.
you that's. Do you know there's some cucks out there that get pegged on Women's International Day,
Yeah,
Women's History Month. It was one day, you fanook. They don't even
Well,
give
no,
them a whole
I think
month.
It's, I think it's a month.
I don't think so.
I
think
saw
it was just-
some
I thought it
fucking-
was-
Yeah, they probably do give
They
them
got a month for everybody. now, I
They
think,
got to
yeah.
give them a month.
Except for
because
veterans. Veterans get 1 day.
yeah.
That's funny how that works.
They gave the blacks a month, and then they figured, oh, we
Gotta
better
give
give the
everyone
women a month.
Right, yeah.
They did give blacks February.
Yeah,
Which is not the shortest. Yeah.
month.
Don't the
The
gays
shortest
have a
and the
month, too?
shittiest month.
The
Like,
gays get a
Gays
month?
have a month.
yeah, like
There's
yeah,
gay
oh,
month,
yeah,
right?
Pride month.
Well, you know it's the
the whole
shortest,
month
right?
of summer.
Pride month.
Checks
Pride
come
month.
quicker.
Which is horrible. Pride. Isn't it like something you're not supposed to do?
Yeah, well, here you want to hear something about getting slapped and beaten, like you were saying, like a,
Yes, I want to hear this,
Woman.
but say it in a sexy voice and slow.
All right. during
That's not
Biden's
sexy
little
State of the Union.
yeah, that fucking speech he made, State of the Union.
Oh,
He
that
was
something
real,
else.
real.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, parts of it.
Okay, I didn't
and,
watch it. I watched some
And
of it.
Mary had it
Snippets.
like rewound, DVR'd, so I could watch it when I got home from Krav and everything. I'm like, oh great. She's like, this motherfucker.
Oh,
and
it was horrible, dude. I
It's
wanted-
funny because he was very. He had no emotion
No.
at all.
Yeah.
He's a robot.
When
He's a
he
lizard
talked
person.
about when he talked about like going against Putin or Xi and shit like that, the only time he had emotion and anger for like an enemy was when he was talking about
Republicans.
the American people.
Yeah.
It was like
and
it was kind of fucked up. It was like he
It's
was
real
real
fucked
hopped up about that.
Yes, he
But he
hates
didn't
America,
really
dude.
fucking care that much
and then
about
when he was
Putin
talking
and all
about
that other
Lego
shit.
ruler.
Yeah,
he
that they
hates
When
pretend.
he mispronounced her name.
Oh, we're bad.
Oh,
We're
oh.
bad.
Lego ruler. It's just something weird.
Yeah, the girl that got
No,
killed by
Lincoln
the
Riley.
illegal.
Yeah, he said Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln-
though.
he
Who
said
was the
Lincoln.
UFC
Coach for- yeah.
coach, yeah,
USC
football
or something.
coach.
Yeah.
And yeah,
John
he's a
Wayne.
fucking dummy.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
Something-
What did he say?
So there was a woman
girl
that
got killed.
girl got
Marjorie-
killed by the
I know
illegal.
that.
Lincoln
Lincoln
Riley
Right.
and Marjorie Taylor Greene was like,
Here's her
say her
name.
name
Say, yeah.
during
Well,
his speech.
They were saying she should be kicked out because she wore the Trump
She
hat
should
and
be
she
fucking-
and she was at a. You
They
know
should
what?
put her at the top of a political trophy.
Well, our shit should be like Britain. You ever see the Parliament and where they're all just yelling at each
And they all
Yeah.
they have the
the
old
wigs
wigs.
on and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's like, it's great.
And it's funny.
We're a
Then
that
you hear like a
wigs-
beer crack in the
Yeah.
background.
Well, yeah, they got to be drunk to have
But
those
then,
wigs
but did
on.
you see that the one guy that yelled out?
Yeah.
That the guy that's son
The
died.
Gold
in-
Star
yeah.
Dad, yeah.
Yeah. In
And-
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
got
so
arrested.
Arresting our own
He
citizens.
got arrested.
And the arrest was actually Biden's decision.
Sure.
They were like,
Wow,
yeah.
Well,
should we
wow.
arrest him or not?
Here's the deal.
We could let him go.
They're
no.
just shooting themselves in the foot.
And
Yeah,
the
who's
kids,
ever running his
like,
brand?
No, maybe
This
the
is
guy,
all-
maybe they know.
son
though.
who died. He was
In
one
Afghanistan,
of the 13
yeah.
soldiers. Yeah, and his other son committed suicide a year later.
Yeah, he had
After
PTSD
the-
really bad.
Yeah.
And he was very depressed, which is sad.
They
And you know what?
arrested-
They don't take care of the
So,
soldiers.
okay, how many more? Okay, so now did you read that we're starting to send a Marine troop to Haiti to help out there?
Oh, jeez.
Special squad. So
Help
we-
out. How are we helping?
do you-
out?
okay,
They
listen.
let the prisoners
You want me
out.
to
The
tell you a
guy-
joke?
prisoner
I'm going to tell you a
escaped.
joke.
Alright.
Clint's
Okay.
kids get out of control.
So
there?
one country invades another country. So they completely demean this country and they keep them away from all this stuff. So how do you give aid to these people? How many Jews does it take to kill an airdrop? To kill people on an airdrop? Did you hear the story? No. So they were dropping, they've been dropping aid
Oh,
into Gaza.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the chutes didn't deploy and it killed like 11 people.
Oh man.
We're killing people too.
What, that landed on them or something?
I was trying to come up with a joke, but I was
Lord.
Jews and
You
I
fucked
couldn't get
it
it
up.
together. Yeah,
not-
I was on the
Anyway,
fly.
So a big giant crate falls
that's
on you.
crazy.
Kids and
They're
shit.
waiting for the
Yeah.
parachute to open.
They're playing soccer.
Why is that one coming so fast?
It's your son and his little
Oh,
friends.
thanks. Okay, why would you say
Bang!
that? I don't know why you would say my
Well,
kid
didn't
got
you say
smashed
little
by a
kids?
crate.
Didn't you say little kids?
Yeah, some children got killed.
Okay,
Thanks, Larry,
so
for
man,
associating my son with
You're
dead
laughing
children.
about it. Imagine
Well, yeah,
if it
the,
was
Yeah, I'm really
the parents were
imagining.
yelling to their kids, "Get underneath
funny.
it! It's gonna
Yeah,
open."
that's ours.
Yeah, that, exactly. You gotta
But they
get
should.
it.
But so
Oh,
shout
man.
out to those people. The guy got smashed by a crate of
I think
food.
whoever got
what are
to
those
the
called? Supplies
families
and stuff.
to the families who got smashed, they probably divvied up the innards of the box and said, "Here, you guys
Innards
can
of the
split
box.
this."
They
Yeah,
got
the-
smashed. I mean, they
so
were.
there
Let me
was
tell
no
you.
food left. Or
No,
anything?
you couldn't scrape the meat off those bones, probably.
Well, no, I'm talking
in the
about
box.
the box.
Oh, the aid? Oh, that
rations
shit was
they
gone in 5
received.
minutes.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
they weren't
they're-
splitting.
They're
it.
like ants.
Yeah.
Which
They-
is
they
so
weren't
funny. Like
splitting
the United States is such a humanitarian country, right? I mean, we're
yeah.
building a dock.
Tear
or,
them down and build them up. That's
we're building a dock outside
Yeah.
Israel so we could stage supplies and then bring them into Gaza.
Yeah.
Even though we funded
For a photo op.
we gave Israel money
to
to
destroy
fight Gaza,
Yeah.
and then we gave
ridiculous.
Iran
Right.
$6 billion, and they funded.
yeah.
You know what I
To
mean?
fight
Everybody, whoever we're funding is our enemy.
It's the dumbest shit in
It
the
is the
world.
craziest thing when you like, dude. Biden's just up there pretending everything's fine. Like how? Like you have to be heavily sedated to not go home, and not go to bed, and not be able to
Well,
sleep.
did you hear him talk about it? He's like, she was killed by an illegal. And the thousands of Americans that are getting killed by illegals.
Yeah, and people
like,
were
No,
like-
and he said by legals. How many Americans get killed?
no, he
by...
said illegals.
And
I thought
here's
he.
the
Oh, I don't
other
know. I know he
thing.
said
thought it was-
illegals
I
killed
thought
it.
it- yeah.
And he also
Lincoln
added in that his son
What are you doing?
got killed. He said, his
Yeah.
son died. I know
See,
what
I'm
it's like to
done.
lose a child.
Right. He put that in there. Right.
Even though, his child didn't get murdered.
Yeah, I know, right?
Biden.
Oh yeah, well he
He's
said he
like,
died
well,
in
I
the
know what
pits.
it's like to lose a child.
Yeah,
he tells
exactly.
these
He
people.
said it
It's
was
like,
he died in the
dude,
burn
you just
pits.
shut
So
your fucking
ridiculous.
mouth.
Remember that they died in the burn pits?
It's like I saw the change.
Oh, is
I
that what he was
noticed.
saying?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
The media just changed one day. It was so weird. I used to watch the news. and just-
Well, here's
Ted
one
Turner
thing.
took
Well,
over.
Here's
Well,
one
now
thing
everybody's
what changed.
waking up to it.
yeah, it was like I just said, my
No
God,
other, no
Whatever-
other country in the
this
world
guy
believes
is
their media.
so full of
Whatever
shit.
drug they gave Biden, I'd like to know what that
Yeah.
was because he certainly changed.
Oh, they were saying he was
right.
sharp, cohesive,
Well, I don't know about
responsive.
that.
I'm just saying this is what they said. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. I didn't, like I said, I only watched a
They
couple
bumped
minutes.
his
Well,
Adderall.
that's what
so
they,
He's a-
he-
oh, they
doubled-
said he was the
they doubled his
greatest thing
Adderall.
ever.
He's
It
a
was the
lizard
greatest-
person. He
Yeah,
has no
just-
emotion. He
They're
doesn't care
so
about
phony,
humanity.
right? Since they started, it was just so phony. Their whole administration, their whole campaign was phony. you
Yeah.
see.
Oh,
Well,
that was-
it
just
heavily
fake. They look
relied
so
on
fake.
heavily relied on racism,
And yeah,
segregation,
Shit, he would say it was so
turning-
ridiculous and over the top.
turning. You know what I mean? Like
he
African
actually,
Americans and then illegals.
ridiculed the Supreme Court judges
Yeah.
for the abortion thing. It's like,
Twist
oh,
the shit
you see
around,
what's going to
yes.
happen.
Oh.
And he like threatened him
And then he makes
stuff.
the joke when he does
Make
about
a
the
statement
border.
that
He's like,
just
"Oh, the Republicans
entice-
wanted this border bill, but I vetoed it." It's like, what are you talking about? The borders are secure, is what he says. And you go down there, and they're just, what are you talking
Shit like
about?
that. It's all so much lies and so much.
It really is. Like
Yeah.
you're telling lies.
And
It's
you
hard to
can't
tell
see
the
it.
truth.
And if people don't see it
It's
by
very
now,
hard.
Hey,
my
Trump
God.
tweeted along or whatever on Truth Social or whatever platform he used, I'm not sure. And I didn't see any of that stuff. But he went right along and fact checked Biden in real time as the news was going on. Yeah.
Well, someone has to. You just can't.
And of course, the CNN fact checkers that never fact check Biden fact check Trump's fact check.
That's what they do. That's what the news. It's a news outlet is. It's
Yeah.
you're either left or right. That's what it is now. It's like
That's
it's
so-
entertainment. It's worse than TV.
It's just
Like,
entertainment.
it's
a
all it is.
news
It's not
TV
news.
show.
It's 5 talking heads, 4 talking
Oh,
heads, 3,
it's
2,
just
1, saying the same thing over and over on a 24-hour news cycle, and it just brainwashes you. Mary watches a lot of news.
yes.
A
all the
lot.
time. No, but-
all day.
Well, she also
I know,
is
but-
continually. Here's how Mary does it. She has the news going on in the background while she's reading
Looking
shit
other
at
stuff
the
up,
same
yeah.
time.
I understand.
The opposite
And then
I know,
there's
but-
sound going from both things. Sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's not
you know
good
what?
for you.
That really is fucking bothersome. I'm like, how do you do that? It's so chaotic when I walk into the room. I'm like, what the fuck is
And then she's like, "Hey, look at this 37-minute video."
oh yeah, you gotta watch this. She said.
And then you
37
hit it, and
minutes
it's like 30 minutes. You're like, what the hell? The 30 minutes staring at your
Check
phone.
this out. It's 6.5 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's all they're doing is they just bump up. The left is saying that whites are bad and
No,
that
that's the
racism
thing about him.
and all
That's
this
what I mean
stuff.
about Joe, the president right now. The way he says shit that's just so like wrong and enticing and makes people think the wrong thing.
Yeah.
He's the one who does it, and he
I
does
know.
it.
What's the majority of people that actually think that
Right.
dope has anything
Oh,
good to
you
say
know,
or
idiots
anything
out there in this
truth?
country that really believe that.
If
Well,
you
I
have
think
half a
there's
brain,
like 30%.
that think that are actually
Yeah.
Democrats that believe in the
Well, no,
Democratic
that
Party.
think he's
Yes, they're
like,
just-
duh,
they're
they believe
jerks.
all the
Oh, I think it's more than
bullshit.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
did
I
you
think
even
it's way
see
more
when
than that.
what is it MSNBC with Jen Psaki and the other broads? They were talking about Virginia and they were talking about what the main people are like. They're worried about the border.
Oh, the
And like,
rural people,
Guess
the-
what? Yeah, I'm from Virginia and it borders West Virginia. We're worried about the border. And they're cracking jokes about this stuff. It's
Because
like,
they think
But some girl just got fucking raped in Georgia by
Right,
some
right. It
illegal
doesn't matter.
fucking
Well,
alien.
At the border, they
Listen,
come.
first of all,
well from the
there are
border.
10 to 15
yeah.
murders, rapes, and stuff like that every day that they report. They show that these people
How
are
about
getting
this?
arrested, and they're
This
not
guy-
getting arrested. They're they're just
Hey.
throwing them back out to society.
This
Really?
fucking
Well, it's
dirtbag
obvious.
that killed,
Lincoln Riley.
Yes.
I mean,
They referred to him as an illegal alien. Okay?
Who did?
Or no, Biden referred to him as an
Yeah,
illegal.
we talked about
in
that,
his
and then
speech.
Pelosi got mad.
Well, not only Pelosi, but they all got really
Yeah,
mad.
because
Like,
they're well. First of all, what he
but
just
they're
did was
basically protecting the murderer and blowing off the family.
that's what they do,
Did
yeah.
And the family, the mother,
They didn't go.
She got out there on whatever platform and said Biden's pathetic and all this stuff, and he doesn't even know if you're gonna say the name, at least say the right name. And
well, it's more.
right.
It does it
even
more
when you're
disservice.
forced to say the
I heard
name.
it's
Yeah.
Phoenix.
It's got here. He's got toilet paper.
Ashley Bobbitt's mother was arrested the other day.
Where is it?
In front of the Capitol.
Oh
The brother was
yeah, I know.
killed.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I know.
I mean, that's
See, that's
ridiculous. That's
bullshit.
Here,
ridiculous.
sit down. He's gonna find you some.
She's
toilet
trying to
paper.
protest or
Oh,
whatever
Jesus,
she's doing,
man.
you know, in the White
Shit
House.
show.
And
God,
Well,
for like jaywalking or something, they arrested you for
okay,
something.
well, you know
Yeah,
what?
they were
Listen,
waiting for her to do
They got to
something.
silence these people. We're
Crossing
arresting
the
our own
street.
people.
Right, well, that's another thing. It's like a political move. It's like a third world tactic. It's a,
Not really. It's a
Communist-
first world tactic. We're doing it.
Yeah, we created it and did it in other third world countries first, and now they're doing
right.
it
But
here.
first of all, we didn't create anything. They created everything without our knowledge.
Right, but no,
Even
it never used to be this way with politics.
well, because I want to read about a government.
They've never elected before. Only this guy's the one who does this dirty shit, these tricks and stuff.
no,
Yes.
what are you nuts?
The rest of the elections
They're
were never
crazy.
this way.
Come on.
They were not. They were.
Dude,
they were
Lyndon
not so.
Johnson.
Well, no,
We
we've
talked
a lot
about
of-
that.
yeah,
we've
there's
just
a
been
lot-
naive.
But they were so.
to it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Maybe I should.
We're not privy to these
Yeah,
things.
if
as
you
we
go
are
around
now.
the world,
there's no paper trail.
everybody
like
thinks
there was.
Americans are
No,
so
right.
dumb because we still believe the media.
They are
yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
go, right,
Back
right.
then, people believed the media,
Yeah.
and they were not nearly as blatant
Right.
as they
Yeah.
are today. Well, like now, it's in your face.
That's what.
There
That's
you
what.
go,
Yeah.
dude.
That's what we
Thank
talked
you.
about. No more cloak and dagger
Yeah,
shit.
and
Yeah.
every other
It's
country,
easier
they
to-
were already onto their media being bullshit.
Yeah.
Sure, you're
well,
right.
it's
I
easier
guess
to get.
were.
If they
They
do it
knew
right in
that.
front of you, just like we talked about. If they do shit right in front of you over and over again, you get accustomed to it, and then you lose all your rights, and you don't realize it till they're gone.
Till it's gone.
And then all of a sudden, just like with New York, we talked about how they're like, New York's so bad. It's bad up above the subway. How about you police the streets up there?
Yeah.
But we can't because the illegal aliens are doing most of the crime right now.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
oh yeah,
crazy.
they're doing all of it. And you know what?
Do I do more?
How
They
come,
don't give
it's
a
like, how
shit,
come
yeah.
there's an uptick in violence and all this stuff? It's like, well, how about the 47 million illegal aliens you let into this country? Right. Because they're saying Rand Paul's like, oh, there's 10 to 15 million. Like, bitch, this has been going on since 2020.
Well, no, 10 to 15 million that they've actually.
Well, no, this is from the
documented.
Border Patrol.
Yeah.
47 million
Oh my, that's
that they've had
insane.
contact with.
That's just.
But they
fucking
don't know where
scary.
any of them are.
Yeah, that's what's scary.
And they're and that's what they wrote
Man,
in the
that-
report. They're
that
like,
looks fucked
They're
up.
like yeah, it does. I don't know. Yeah, are you
I
gonna
don't
sit
know what I
down, dude?
did.
I gotta stand it. My back is hurting.
I think it's angled that. It's
Yeah,
gotta be
you're
angled
angling it
that
the
way.
wrong way.
Yeah, you angle it that
It's
way.
all dark now, man.
Well, then you
Okay,
get that
well,
light
whatever.
spot,
You're
you
just
get
gonna
the
stare
light
at me like a deer in the headlights.
Doesn't
retard.
matter.
Well,
I
you
You
know,
just
we'll
stared
fi-
at me.
We'll fix it for the next one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But so it's like, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna let the UN in to help us out. We're gonna, because the way that
something
things
like that
are,
is gonna something's gonna
the
happen.
way that
There's gonna
we're
be a
going-
riot first. I can see the riot coming after this election.
what are we gonna do with 47 million people? First of all, where
I'll
are all
tell
these
you what.
children?
No, we got to
That's
hire.
the problem.
gotta get
We
that-
are talking millions
Yeah.
of children missing. That is a huge problem,
where are they
and
missing?
nobody
Who's
wants to
missing
talk
children?
about that.
Well,
all
of course
all
not,
Biden,
no.
you think that he would like? They don't acknowledge any of this stuff.
Yeah,
they
that's
have,
the other thing too. Is
they have
don't-
video of
Yeah.
these guys.
How about
and,
the kids all missing from Lahaina still in Hawaii?
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Listen,
those
man.
kids.
What do you want to talk about Maui? That it is
Well, I'm
completely
just
the
saying, you're
worst
talking
government
about
psyop
missing
ever.
children.
I'm just saying, but we're talking millions. I know there's like 200-300 still missing, but
like
that is
500 or more.
There's like the
Yeah.
worst government psyop is Maui. It's like Giuliani on 9/11 put all those put the black walls up so you couldn't see the World Trade Center or the what do you call it, or inside there when they were still because the
course they
thermite was
do.
still burning.
Still burning.
building
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
thermite
yeah,
was
yeah.
still burning, and they were uncovering it, and people were taking pictures and shit.
Oh yeah, is that why
Taking
they
pictures
did
with
that?
it. Give
That's
me a
more
selfie.
important.
No, and they were
Covering up
and they
that
were
stuff so
they
you
were
can't see
They
cutting
had
the
it.
steel,
selfies back then.
cutting the steel, and they have video of them taking it to the docks, loading it on a barge, and sending it to China.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or and
Immediately.
what do you call it? China.
Well, they want to get rid of that evidence as fast as they could.
Yeah. And they
Scrap
literally
it.
were. It was hand to mouth with that shit. Cut it, get it out. Cut it, get it out. I
Yep.
mean, they didn't even save. It's the amount of
A little more. Yep, a little more, and that's good. Because now it's the other white.
Give me that beer bottle or something, Mike.
For what?
Give my ashes.
Oh, here, I'll give you an ashtray.
Yeah, that looks better.
Larry, you got an ashtray over there?
Eh. How about the cool ass?
I know, but
Put
it's
it
right
in the-
here. I got to lift it all up and move everything. It's going to make a lot of noise.
Oh,
Give me the beer bottle.
yeah, it's like I'm a.
Man.
You don't want that. Just
Yeah,
forget
no,
it,
don't,
forget it,
don't,
forget
don't,
it.
don't,
okay.
don't. I will throw
After
the
all that talk
fuck
about
up.
porn, I don't even want to think about
I will
this.
throw up right all over you guys.
Larry's
Oh.
like, don't touch that.
Hey,
don't touch
It's my
that.
snot bottle.
Yeah.
what's
No, you
what's
really don't want
It's my
that.
$30 bottle. He's been doing
Right.
nose
Spitting
beers
that
all night.
thing and
Yeah,
everything.
Right,
man.
yes,
And
like
I'm
you-
coughing and-
what's happening in this eclipse, man? These people got a lot of theories about this eclipse. I don't know none of that.
So I've
What's
been the
story?
fucking maid for this, for these assholes smoking cigarettes. If you guys notice, this is the
This one's got
fourth,
marijuana.
this is
in
the
it.
fourth. Well, I smoke weed, dumb fuck. Oh, that's a joint.
Yeah, kind of. It's got tobacco
gave it
too,
to
but a
Mary
lot
She
of
was
it.
No,
died.
so it's not. It's not a joint.
The European joint,
Yeah, okay. But
a fancy Fanuc.
I'm trying not to smoke. And
Good
these,
for you.
these
What do you want me
dummies are
It's like
funny.
I know,
it's
me
like
too. I gotta
a
quit.
accident thing, you know, with
Me-
I've gone 0 days without blowing a dude.
Yeah.
To change his
What's
exact.
the story on this
Back to
eclipse?
the-
Does someone know something about this? Any of you? Wonder?
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
total
the
eclipse
sun.
of the heart.
Right, is it?
Total
No, on
eclipse
April 8th,
of
there's a big
my
eclipse
body.
happening, but there's all kinds of things supposed to be.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
what they say about everything.
Right,
About,
exactly.
What
This
about
is-
Heaven's Gate? That when Haley's
something
Comet
supposed
came,
to
there was going to be
happen
a
during the
spaceship
eclipse.
behind it.
Something did happen.
I'm still waiting for that.
What? Yeah, they
Those
killed
people
themselves.
out-
Yeah,
Yeah.
those died. Right.
We
You know-
lost some
you know
smart
the-
ones that day.
No, let me tell you. That's
crying
you
shame.
know
Such a
what?
tragedy.
I appreciate people like that. I respect people like that. They all die for a cause. You know what I
Hey,
mean? Like,
yeah, they stuck to their
they
guns,
Stuck, yeah,
you
and
know?
they rode that bitch out.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and you know what? Hey, kudos to you guys for actually, you know.
No, you know the shittiest part about that was the guy that gave him the shaft and didn't drink the fucking Kool-Aid with him.
Is he
Jim
still
Jones?
alive? Applewhite?
No, not Jim Jones, but the guy.
Oh,
that,
Marshall Applewhite.
Yeah, he's still alive.
he
is
was the one. Well, he
No.
didn't drink the Kool-Aid with him.
Are you sure? I thought he died.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think he did, dude.
Yeah, I
you
think
sure?
he did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he did.
I
yeah.
thought he did.
because he'd have been charged with murder.
Well, no, I thought
Yeah,
he
so,
was.
and I would have remembered that if he
No,
went
he's
to. Yeah,
dead.
he died.
He fucking castrated himself to prove
Something was-
I mean,
yeah,
he had this
something
going on a
like
long
that.
time. This cult of his was
to prove
pretty
that he was
old.
like
Those shoes-
serious about it.
They all had the
I'll
same
cut
shoes,
my
and
But they've
balls
been around
the
for
off.
same jump, the
years. They
same
were old.
tracksuits
Those are
on.
old-ass
Yeah.
clothes.
And those shoes
Yeah.
are worth a lot of money now.
Right, in San
Yeah,
Diego.
and you would have loved that wearing tracksuits.
Oh, I
like
would. Let me
that.
tell you, I would. If I could wear a tracksuit every day, if you're telling me that there's a spaceship behind,
Hey,
dude, I'd just be roached
Honestly,
out.
who
Like,
knows?
yeah,
They
man.
may have gone to that spaceship. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. They had like personal effects, like money on them, and like, it
I
was
bet
like
you
a
they
certain
did.
amount of money.
Well, here's the weird part.
What's,
we-
that?
we
What-
don't
what's the
know.
weird part of this?
money-
I'm really waiting for it.
The money was
mean-
gone. A couple of people missed the spaceship.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
mean,
they knew
when
they
the
had
Jewish
money.
investigators came in.
But on some of the money,
Yeah,
Free
the,
shekels.
the ambulance guy came in. He's like,
well,
all
it was
right.
only like 78 cents or something.
Right,
in a
right, that's
certain
a weird amount of
denomination.
coins.
Yeah, it was a
Yes.
certain denomination, like, and they had like weird personal effects. But like I said, I appreciate a cult leader and a good cult. You know,
Especially if he's willing to cut his balls.
Yeah.
I don't know if that we have to fact check that.
He did.
But
Okay,
that's
we'll fact check
that's
that.
going pretty deep.
I mean, he thought the guy was still alive or didn't get busted for it. And between you two, you guys are fake news, both of you.
That's bullshit.
That is not bullshit.
Bullshit.
I'll go back into the archives, and every time after you and Larry tell a story, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I heard this from somewhere. I don't remember. It might not be true."
Oh, come
You
on.
guys got fake news right in front of me. It's the greatest thing
He
ever.
got his shit cut off.
He got it or he did it.
He did it. He
Well, dude,
did
imagine doing it
he-
yourself.
Well,
Like,
no, he did it. I think he had the doctor do it or
surgery.
something.
I don't think, dude, the Hippocratic Oath, I really think goes against
Well,
getting
some
your testicles
doctor
cut
that
off.
was
No,
under
they'll do
his
it.
trance or something.
Dr.
That was a long
Toboggan.
time ago.
Yeah.
Long
Doc-
time ago.
Dr.
Before trans.
One-
Dr. Debacle.
Dr. Dong.
Yeah.
Dr. Debacle. He sounds like a bad Marvel character.
He was a German doctor.
Oh man, we don't want to get into German doctors.
Yeah.
Those guys. You know what plasticization is?
No.
Where they were filling the body, where they would cut the bodies, fillet them, and show their like endocrine system or all their veins, and they would put plastic into them.
Okay.
And they had that bodies, remember at the
that
that's what
exhibit.
it's called.
Did you ever see that
plasticization.
exhibit?
But you know what? A lot of those people were against their not against their will.
I thought they donated their bodies to
But
that
some
shit.
of them they found out weren't. But those
man.
German doctors were involved in the camps,
Dude,
doing that, like the medical.
that's
shit
some
they used to do.
crazy
camps
shit. I
over
went
there?
and saw that.
Yeah,
That
I
is
saw it.
some
It's crazy.
crazy shit, dude.
They had some crazy shit there, where they would show like all your not your veins and then
camps,
your
needles?
what's the other ones? Your
Which camps?
blood.
Oh, your nerves,
Yeah,
everything.
your nerve system.
Oh,
What's that
then
like?
they'd have you sliced like
camp?
you were in a
Death
meat
camp.
slicer.
Oh.
Did you ever see that?
The one where the body's cut in
Cut
thin
like
slices.
slices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like pages.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah.
On a fucking.
And you're like,
thing.
holy shit.
Oh no, really?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
man.
happens when you donate your body to science.
Wang
They
it
Except
have
out.
you,
one-
you're going to
hey,
be used in a Wang
They
Chung
have one.
video.
They have
I got
one.
a donor on my thing card. Wow, I didn't even ask for it. I'm a donor.
Yeah, you're like, I'll
I
donate
didn't even
everything
want to
except
be.
for my
And
Wang and my
the other
butthole.
day says donor.
Oh, they probably just make everyone a donor now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they do.
Hey, I'm
No,
never
dude,
driving
you don't
again.
want that on your
No, I
license.
don't
No.
want that.
Actually, they'll cut me open.
He's
like,
still alive, but he's a
Hey,
donor. We
no.
Because
can
I'm
get-
afraid
no.
of that. They right. That's what they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Anforth. They have one of those bodies at the fucking museum in Chicago
What do you mean?
with the sliced thin.
Yeah, where the body
slices
is
through
like,
the whole
like,
thing.
like a half
Do
or
they
2
really?
inches thin. Yeah.
You can actually you can make yourself a sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, give me the gabagool.
Oh, maybe it's not on here.
Huh?
I thought it
He
was.
says he
I
wants a
They're gonna cut you
gabagool.
open and they're gonna be like, pass.
Right. Yeah. What are they gonna get on me
I
anyway?
mean, once they see that woof hoof,
They'll say, fuck
he
it.
doesn't do. He's got a woof.
We'll
His
let him
foot,
live.
dude. He looks like a hoof.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
what we call him, woof.
I know that they probably killed. I know they probably killed Chris.
Huh?
Yeah.
I know the hospital probably killed Chris.
I don't think so. I think he did it himself.
No, I think they did it.
That seems like a very archaic way to go through to kill
Put a
somebody.
plastic bag over someone's head.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, this ain't not the mob, you know, and in the hospital.
Well,
I mean,
those
you don't shit
hospital
where you
people
eat.
are messed
Well,
up,
here's
man.
the thing, man. It's
What's
a
the
lot of
thing?
money for those organs and shit. And he was a donor.
That's
Yeah, but
what-
also
that's
his
what-
then
organs were
after-
under stress also.
Dude,
After he was dead, it was like they kept him alive on machines pumping
Yeah,
shit
here's
through
my
him
ID.
to keep him warm until
body
they had
parts.
the body parts parted
Oh, they
out.
farm them as soon as they get them.
Well,
It's
but
on the
it
state
took a few
ID,
days,
the
and his
donor
girlfriend
thing. It's on
sat
the
there
ID.
Yeah.
freaking out.
These fuckers.
Well,
See, I
it seems
can't
like he's
read.
still
Does
alive.
it say donor?
Oh, they
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
them
it's a
alive.
donor.
Okay, well, you know, if you
Oh,
have a
holy
rare,
shit.
Yeah.
if you have a rare blood type or
Dude, that was
you,
crazy.
That's why I want to do that.
I don't know if it's a rare blood
The
type.
red,
saying
the
if you
red
have a
stake
rare
there,
blood
it says,
type,
I think
they'll
that
keep
says
you
donor,
alive.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
messed up.
I know.
fucking
I never
just
read
dead.
It
shit,
says
right.
boner, but he they forgot the other.
Yeah.
Wait, it says likes boners.
Boner, not donor.
Yeah.
It says
Dude.
boner on there.
You're
Well, dude,
fucking
did you see the
done.
story?
If I go
So when the cops,
Yeah,
know,
if
that
I
How
go
are
guy's
you
a
gonna
boner.
change this?
Yeah, if I go into the,
don't know.
You better
Cut
fucking
that thing
change.
out.
I don't
I'll
know
find
about
out.
cut
I'll
it.
look into this right now, actually.
It's a good thing
you
your
know, don't look
organs
into
are-
it on the podcast. You're gonna go to deep dive.
He's gonna start calling numbers.
Hey, it's a,
Secretary of State.
10 o'clock at night on a Friday.
it's a good thing your innards are shot.
Right, what are they going
We
to
should
get out
have
of me,
you,
really?
we should
What
have
can
you
they-
call the state representative right now.
It'll be kind of a
Complain
joke's on
about
you.
that.
They'll be like, let's see if we can save this guy. Everything inside.
They
of
cut him out,
is
the liver
shot.
starts biting at him.
Like, let me put my woof hoof off your ass
Yeah.
if you don't change this.
Yeah,
dude-
I guess it'll be a joke's on you.
Did you ever
No,
see the
you-
story of the nurse that admitted
I would-
she like was switching babies around at
Oh,
birth all the
man.
time? Like she said, she's probably switched around 100-something babies.
What
Oh,
a sick
fuck.
fuck, man.
Right? Like how messed up
What's
is
up
that?
with what's we get every year or two we get a crazy nurse that kills a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the dealers of death and shit. Like
That's like that's the female version of a serial killer.
well,
Sure,
yeah, females
sure.
kill a lot. They do. The nurses are.
They
There's,
get
there's
away
a
with
famous
it.
one like last year where she killed, I don't know, 30, 40
A lot of
people.
babies.
Oh, shit.
Some of them kill just babies.
Well, think about it. You have to
Some of them
you have to
kill
perfect
everybody.
that to make it not look like a murder.
Well,
yeah, but they start to notice, like, huh,
There's a pattern.
everybody dies on Susie.
yeah, that's it. How come
Well,
Susie?
there's a-
Yeah.
She took a vacation and no one
Well,
died.
that's not even-
Between
Yeah.
6
Well,
and 4,
she
Monday
came
through
back.
Friday.
What she was
That's
doing,
great.
she wasn't even doing it. She wasn't doing it on her shift even.
Yeah,
she was doing on other people's shifts. Like she would come
she
in
was
and be
sneaky.
like, "Oh, I want to see this patient."
I need to
And
smoke
then like
some
2 days.
cyanide.
Oh no, that would come up in a drug
And
test.
she walked in, she's dead.
Like she would say sometimes like they had a fentanyl bag and
I wanna give 'em the pillow
something jammed
test.
up and,
So
it
she'd
gave them too
squeeze
much
it real
fentanyl.
hard.
Yeah,
you know,
she was doing some
yeah,
crazy
like shit that could actually happen. Like she wasn't really doing that. Or else, how about the people that are stealing the fentanyl and putting tap water in there?
Wait,
And,
what?
yeah, there's
Yeah,
nurses.
they switched out
It's
the
so
drugs.
funny when you
Yeah.
say nurses, you think of chicks, but there's dude nurses,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
really weird. We haven't talked
Well,
about that
there's
yet.
Probably usually, I don't want to say it,
What?
Fanooks.
No, usually they're like good-looking dudes, and all.
Oh,
You know what
so
I mean?
you're a
Like,
Fanook
So they're not
too?
gay then,
I
right?
don't know what that means. You're a fanook because you can't acknowledge a man as good looking because you're so closeted.
There's some good.
Hey, now look at him.
Yeah.
Me?
That's
me at all.
fucking funny.
It's just like you're like the Republican
Anyways,
representatives or the
Neil likes
representatives.
nurses. Guy
I do.
nurses.
Oh,
Every
well, there
nurse,
you go.
every
Male
nurse now
nurse.
is like a Filipino.
Male nurse.
They're all Filipinos.
Oh,
very
they have massage
honorable.
too.
Yeah, I guess there is a lot of
Happy ending
Filipinos.
massages.
Yeah.
And if you want a rub and tug, yeah.
Yeah,
you could
nurses
probably get one.
Filipinos, a lot of them take that.
Well, I heard if if you're
Small
a
hands.
Well,
So
what
if
do
you
call
go
it?
to the hospital, go to in the
Well, the
Philippines,
Philippines-
but you're gonna die. But at least you're
Well,
gonna
no,
have
Philippines. The
ending
women
beforehand.
know as much as they're doctors, but
Yes,
they,
Also are
they can't
hookers.
transfer over to be a doctor in the States, so they're all nurses. They know their shit.
right.
The Filipinos know their shit.
Yes, they do.
They're
Yeah,
honorable.
they're everywhere.
I don't know about what time are we at?
They're pretty honorable. Those Filipinos.
Honorable Filipino.
I'll
Now
tell you
you're
what.
confusing
I like
me.
the
Guatemala, Marcos.
I like the
that's
Filipino
Philippines.
girl in Krav Maga.
Oh my god, dude, she was fucking impeccable. What was it last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, she really looked fucking amazing.
You guys are getting soft.
There was
I,
one.
I
seriously-
swear to God, when I get back
hostess-
there,
no,
we're
dude.
getting back to violence.
Let me tell you.
Staring at butts and
Yeah,
shit.
like-
You're not gonna have enough time to stare at butts when I'm in
We
there.
weren't
You're
staring.
gonna
You
get
can't
kicked right
really
in the
stare
ribs.
because it's obvious, but it's almost like she might
Dude,
want you to
okay,
stare.
you and your gay Charles
yeah.
glasses.
No, she
Dude,
was
she had
lifting
a
her-
half cut.
Yeah, she was lifting up her shirt.
Yeah, sitting fucking.
Dude,
pretty
you guys are getting played
provocatively.
out by a honeypot, you dumb fucks.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
right.
No,
swear to
it's
God.
working.
Yeah,
How
she's
old is
distracting
this
you from
girl?
training.
Yeah, I saw her
can't
like
tell.
scratch her cooch. She's like, looked at us and like,
How
sniffed it.
old
Licked
is
her
this
finger.
girl?
She goes to the bathroom, you come out with the toilet seat,
Yeah, we both go. I gotta go to the bathroom. Right after.
fighting for it.
Well, no, there's two bathrooms.
She's like, I clogged the toilet. Like, I'll fix it.
There was this little
She is a
Filipino girl
cutie.
hostess at the restaurant I used to work at down there, and these complaints. Women and girlfriends and boy
Because her ass was too nice.
The boyfriend staring at the hostess too much.
Oh, that's really our
Yes.
problem that we hired a girl that's
Yeah.
good looking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the girls would be mad that their
like,
husbands and
go to the
boyfriends
gym,
were
sweetie.
checking out
Yeah,
the hostess
yeah.
too much.
Listen here.
Could you believe
Give
it?
it
I
up.
mean,
What
it's
time
just-
are we at?
The girl's like 19 years old too. I mean, she probably
Yeah.
could've-
Oh.
This kid's good.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
no, she's
And
cute.
even
She's
if
probably
she didn't wear
she's probably
clothes that
20,
weren't so,
yeah.
They weren't
she
revealing?
still was hot. Yeah, she'd still
Listen,
be like, look
Hey,
at.
here's how it always
calm
goes
down
like
there,
that
you
with
racist.
most
Did I
chicks.
miss
If
something?
the waitress is too hot
Yeah,
and the guy's fucking soft, the fucking broad is gonna go off on him,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's what happens,
Well, you know what
especially during Women's
You know what? Also, the
Month.
problem is too is that we've demasculated men, just
Yeah.
like Fannie Willis
It
won't
doesn't
do.
happen in my scenario, but it happens in most fucking
It's
people,
ridiculous.
especially if they're out at a restaurant.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're hitting on the waitress
Listen,
because
man,
she looks good. All of a sudden
dudes
I'm
are
in trouble
horny.
because the waitress is a good-looking
The
girl.
the best way I can correlate it to is when Will Ferrell in Old School's like, and I think what kind of panties she has on. Are they lace? Are they silk?
Cotton,
Is it
white
a
cotton,
thong?
yeah. And they're like looking at him. Like,
He's like, you asked me to tell you.
yeah.
And this is
I
how
thought this was
every
our
dude-
free space.
Yeah,
Or something.
this is
Yeah.
how that's how dudes are. And all it's
Well,
like,
yeah, but you know,
no, I don't.
if the waitress is too hot and you're too nice to them, some broads are fucking crazy.
get
and
mad
they
at
get
you,
real
right, it's
mad, like some
ridiculous.
jealous ass bitch, like you know, say I don't want to say any names,
but you're gonna.
I shouldn't though, no, because
And the last
it's
name
two-
and address.
No, it's two of my friends that I know, but you know,
Oh, here it comes. He's gonna forget that he
You don't
didn't
have to
say their names. Like
We all understand. We
No,
get it.
I
I know.
People
Where
get
is this
jealous,
story going?
overly
Bitches
jealous.
be bitches.
Okay.
And they
Bitches
get
be
overly
bitches.
jealous even if the
girls
dude
are
because
is
they're
a
insecure.
doer.
Low self-esteem, or they're guilty about
Yeah, they're
something.
insecure.
Or they're
Right.
guilty.
That's all it is,
They're
man.
out
Listen.
there being a hooer,
Right,
and they
right.
fucking think you are too.
And God forbid you would be.
No,
a
it's
whore.
not even that. It's just that they've done something wrong, and now
They
they're
don't
like,
want-
oh,
they
they're like,
don't-
oh, he looked at that girl, like screw him.
Because I
know?
fucking had sex with that dude at work.
Wait, what?
That's what she's
Oh.
thinking.
Right.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
Tyrone Biggins.
Yeah.
I
Tyrone
He's
down
like,
in
he
the
comes home. He's like, why in the hell is there barbecue fingerprints on the light switch?
exactly.
Somebody was like wiping their barbecue paws.
It's like, I found this 40 of Old English under the bed.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. How come there's a stain on the couch where somebody's head usually sits?
It looked like somebody picked up the bed sheet and wiped their mouth with it.
It's like the Shroud of Turin with wing sauce.
That's great.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's great.
And you know what the funny thing, another thing, we might as well just,
And
Might as well
so
delve
isn't it crazy?
deeper.
Isn't it crazy how they just beat George Floyd into our head every day? George
Yeah.
Floyd, every day.
How
George
about that
Floyd.
shit?
Who's
Right?
George Floyd?
Remember
Dude,
George Floyd?
he was my old milkman.
Remember George Floyd?
And then, yeah.
You're right, exactly.
He never
and that was
would
an act. I
Could
mean,
you
that was a
imagine if
a
Biden
fucking
would have said like
set up.
Jim Floyd or
yeah,
John Floyd and fucking they would have flipped out.
I
Like
know
he
he-
fucked
yeah.
up,
yeah.
Beef
Oh,
heart chitlins.
yeah. They would have cut. They would have cut.
Blake and
right there.
Riley.
He fucked up her name.
Yeah, you know, we just said.
We just talked about this.
Oh man. How could he? I mean, after he would have been better off not saying anything.
We
honestly.
just said that. I mean, this
would
guy.
have, he
I
would
mean,
have.
jeez.
All I remember though is George Floyd was a good high school football player.
Was he?
That's what they tried to pump.
We should make those T-shirts with him holding the gun to the pregnant lady's
Right,
belly.
that's
That's
That's what we should do.
I'm George Floyd, bitch.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
But they beat that man's name into our head.
Yeah,
beat it,
yeah,
beat
yeah.
it, beat it, beat it. And
Right,
then it's
right.
like,
You're
when
all
something like
racist.
something really bad happens to a white. Listen, white people
You deserved it.
are like what did John Lennon say? That women are the white people are the N-words of the world right now.
Women are the
way that
N-word
we're
of the
being
world.
that we're
Yeah.
The diggers.
yeah.
White
Kind
people.
of, right.
Oh man.
White
Call
man
back.
is the digger of the world.
You gotta be, yeah.
But it really is like weird. I mean, and I don't.
better off black.
I'm not racist or anything, but the way that things are going, we're being treated like
Right.
back,
Yeah.
and like
Oh, yeah.
it's like I mean, obviously they have those videos of them hitting with the water cannons and getting
Yeah.
bit by that racist German Shepherd.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing: I saw them driving around the streets in Germany one
So
time,
who?
and I'm like, the people in those tank like things with the water cannons, and I asked Franzi, "What the fuck is that?" Well, water cannons, and she acted like that was a common
it's how-
thing, and I'm
yeah,
just
that's
like,
how they-
and
that's how-
there's no blacks there, man. It was all
I mean,
white people.
I think that those are pretty universal. They're just not used
Yeah.
on blacks.
But I'm just
You know,
saying, you're
it's
acting
a-
like that's what
black
they
rights.
use
It's a
them for
deterrent.
here.
Yeah.
Shower
It's
anyway.
definitely a
They
deterrent.
don't.
It's a good yeah.
They use it on everybody.
Yeah, water doesn't see color.
If it's their lucky day, they may get somebody with.
Oh, I would love to control that thing.
All right,
just
yeah.
blasting fools, hippies especially. That bitch tries to put a flower in the water
Yeah,
cannon.
right. It's like,
Boom! Like,
oh,
listen
she
here, I'm
goes.
gonna skim you. I'm gonna
First
hit you with the
one.
water and skim your pits and
filthy
your coot
hippie.
off.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip them pants right off.
Get to shave your legs while we're at it. with the water.
yeah, right. Oh, you dirty bitch.
I'd
Actually, if we just put a little
Actually,
petroleum in
after
there.
you fucking hit them with the hose, it might not be bad.
Their feet are
Happy
always
Women's
filthy.
International
Hits 'em
Day.
with the hose
Hitting them with
again.
the hose.
Happy International Women's Month.
Month. I don't even know if it's a month. We have to fact
We
check
had to
that.
look that up.
Hippie.
And if it's not a month, it's hilarious. I'm sorry, ladies. It's very funny if it's not a month.
Oh, they got
I
a
mean,
month. They
that
got a
is
month,
just.
believe
I
me.
mean, we're already trying to get the 19th Amendment repealed, but the only thing that women really vote for is like The Voice or
Right.
like American Idol.
Yeah.
They don't vote for a president, do they?
Who vote? Well, they vote for the wrong guy usually.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Well, who's the wrong guy?
whoever
The
may
liberal.
be during which election is going
Yeah.
on.
I mean,
You know, whoever's the cutest guy, or they feel sorry for him. Like my aunt, she said she voted for Biden. I'm like, what?
And then you hit her?
Because she felt sorry for him.
Sorry for him.
And I'm like, you felt sorry for the fucking
It's the
guy.
equivalent of a pity fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
This
what
guy's
that's
gonna
what-
run
Except
the
it's a
damn country.
4-year pity fuck.
Yeah,
So
and we're all getting
we're
fucked.
really
yeah,
getting
we're
fucked.
all
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
fucked.
We're
Did you
the
see
ones
that thing with
getting fucked.
Hillary talking about Hillary, if you will call her?
Yeah.
Talking about the illegal aliens and the sexual assaults and this and that. And she's like, it is not based on immigration. It's like, bitch, your husband has ongoing cases with sexual assaults, and he did it in the Oval Office,
Yeah.
and you don't even acknowledge that. Like, these people...
His aren't based on illegal immigration, but
But that's their whole game. Deny,
Pretend
deny.
it doesn't even happen. They
Yeah.
have nothing. They don't know it's not
Deny,
them. They don't do
deny.
it.
Even though
The
there's
other-
facts
the other
and
guys.
paperwork
It's just-
and
it's
everybody,
them.
Yeah.
They always
you can
That's how it
easily
works.
look this
They
stuff
always
up
say
and
what they're
find
doing.
out.
Blame it on the other person.
Oh yeah,
Well-
that's their whole game.
Trump cheated at the election. Oh, Trump was collusion in the election, but they were the ones that cheated.
Well, they have
yeah,
video
that's what
of it.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They actually have
So
video of
fucking
that,
crazy.
and they're
It's
already
game-
starting to
it's
get
their
bad
game plan.
ballots.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
Yeah, the
it's
mail-in
really
ballots.
pathetic. You know.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna do it again too.
No, they're not going to be able to do it this time. There is no way.
Well, no, you
People
know what
got
they're gonna do?
81 million votes last time.
But
Come
no, they're
on.
trying to do the mail-in vote, but now they're trying to all these illegals. They
Or
want to
the
count them
re-election.
for the electoral
Son of a-
vote,
Yes,
so they can
yes,
change.
yes,
so they
the
can
number
change.
of
The
electoral,
districts, yeah,
and
they can
electoral
change.
college.
Yeah,
for
'cause those
each
people are
state.
here.
That's
in
what
these
their
areas,
that's what their goal
They're
is.
gonna
If
have
they
to be
can-
represented.
If they can count
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
all of
yeah.
a sudden,
numbers
California,
change.
Chicago,
Yeah,
New
yeah,
York, they
yeah,
get
yeah.
more votes, and that's how
Yeah.
they
And
have
where's blue? Hey, I might have said this. I've been on tour where in certain places in other countries in Europe, and I remember Matt telling me you got to say Blaustaten when we go out there, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, man? And he's like, that means blue state in German. And nobody's really. And we walk out there, and I'm like, huh? Hey, what's up? Blah blah blah. We're Team Rocket from Chicago. USA, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Man, this story is
And,
just the worst.
No one's saying anything really, and I say from Blaustaten, and everyone's like, yeah, yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck?
fucking idiot.
When
What
I
did I
never even
do?
heard, it was before I even heard of a blue
Should
state.
just see Heil.
And
That's
I
what you
said,
should
what
have
the
done.
fuck does a
I
blue
mean,
state?
yeah, I mean, that's how you get
And I
them.
asked him, what the
Click
fuck
your
does a
boots.
blue state mean? And he said, you know, oh, don't worry about it. It's good. It's a good thing, he
There you
said.
go,
Yeah,
propaganda.
I said, okay.
More
It's a
propaganda.
Yes.
And then when we were one time on tour in like Philadelphia or DC or something, he bought a fucking Obama, like G.I. Joe doll of Barack Obama before Obama was president. And then after he was president, he's like, oh, I bet you that doll's worth a lot of money. I'm like, thinking you should shove that
Yeah.
doll
You made
up
a
your
you
ass.
could make a diorama of him in a bathhouse.
Yeah, oh, it would be good to have
There
one.
you go.
They're
In a
out
big
there.
Mike.
It was so perfect.
Fantastic.
The first black president. You know, why not? Of course. Why shouldn't he be the first black president? I mean,
Dude,
what a better way
that
to put this
DVD
fucking guy in. You know
I
what
watched,
It's
man,
just sickening.
that you gave me.
Oh,
It's all race
That's
based.
eye-opening.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Man,
yeah,
that's
that's what I
eye-opening.
mean.
That's
the way they
really
played it,
frightening.
Frank
right?
Marshall
You know,
Davis, his father.
Just the right time.
Yeah.
They just did
That's
it at the right
disturbing,
fucking
man.
time to-
It is.
That is disturbing.
It's a low point. Obama was the biggest racist towards this country than any other
Yeah,
president.
yeah,
Yeah.
he really he like
said they
America
segregate-
either.
even though
He's
he
a Muslim, for
did,
God's
even though he
sakes.
did close the borders and
Oh,
send
he
back the
deported
illegals.
a shit ton of illegals.
Yeah, he was the biggest proponent of getting rid of illegals.
Yeah, that was nice.
Our
He
border was the
bombed-
most
or
secure.
he killed a lot of people with drone strikes.
Sure,
Excellent
sure,
at
sure.
being a two-face.
Oh yeah.
He was great at being two-faced.
one
then
half,
he-
one
yeah,
half
Obama-
white, one half
We
black.
still got
Yeah.
fucked. Right.
Yeah,
He said
that's it.
he said he closed down Guantanamo.
Oh,
but
that was a
still got
lie. It's
fucked,
still
right.
going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny that
I think he doubled down on
these
it.
people blatantly lie about the most trivial things that we can actually find out about. You know,
He said on the mic, we're closing down Guantanamo, and under his podium he pressed the double down on waterboarding button.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he meant by closing
pictures,
down.
remember those pictures?
He's like, we're taking all these motherfuckers out.
Waterboard everybody.
Remember the pictures they had of the dudes in the pyramid, and they were like shocking them, and they had the bags on their heads. And it was, they were like posing with them. Like,
I know the one military bro was like showing a titty to him because you
And
can't
would-
see nudity.
Oh yeah, no, they would send a woman in with bikinis.
Oh, yeah.
to get them to, and they just should stand there, and it would freak them out.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause they're not supposed to see that shit.
and they wonder why that
That's like
9/11 happened.
Really?
Dude, I like the old English comedy skit where they bring the Muslim guy in to identify the wife's body. They pull the sheet, and he's like, I don't know that woman. He's like, okay, hold on. He puts the sheet back over her face. And
Yeah,
just shows her,
no,
like, oh my God, that's my wife.
Wait a minute, though. They can't look at girls in bikinis. And what's all this raping and shit they do?
Well, it
Doesn't
doesn't
make any sense.
Well, no,
Just
you,
like-
you when your wife at home, you can see them without their clothes.
Yeah, without their breath
And
on.
if
or
you're
whatever.
sodomizing,
You don't know. It's not part of your
raping
religion. You can just
without,
rape and
without
kill
their
her.
rape tent on.
Yeah, I got well raping. I,
I
think
guess
is okay.
when you're raping them,
Well-
you rip a hole in that little tent thing that they wear.
No,
Where
you
the
don't rip a
woman-
hole, man. These
Yeah,
guys
when they're
are
raping, they're
I
savages.
know.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
making a story.
But
for
their
They
eyes
bring-
can't look
they bring
at
the
a
sheep
girl
in,
their
everybody
underwear.
watches.
Yeah,
It's perfectly
exactly.
fine to rape and kill a completely innocent person.
Hey, how
That's
long
okay
did you
to
want to
look
go on
at.
this one?
I know.
Thing's
I
fucking
think
sick,
we should
man.
shut
Okay,
this down. This
I
is,
gotta say,
start another one up.
I want to say thank you everybody for tuning in,
thank you, God.
and thank you God, thank you Jesus,
Get
and,
right with God.
And thank you guys for being here. And I want to thank Tom's Free Clinic, Automotive and Veterinary and Services. They are the best, and they get it done, man. Tom's.
When your wife is a sheep, now your wiener's starting to leak. Call Tom's Free Clinic.
And happy birthday to Larry.
Oh yeah,
Thank
happy
you.
belated birthday
Thank
to
you.
Larry.
I'm 79 now.
The dog years.
Yeah.
Did I
Fanook
say
ears.
something?
Yeah,
What happened? Why did
yeah.
you stop?
Say something,
What are
Don.
you gonna say?
No, nothing, I guess. Go ahead.
What do you?
Let's-
What the hell
I
was
started
that?
talking about the Muslims. And you
Oh
cut me
no,
off.
no, we're not gonna get
This
into
is
a
my
whole.
fault,
You're not gonna
yeah.
diatribe about how you.
No. It's just time to end.
We'll do the next episode.
I like, he's finally turning back.
I
to
know.
the-
I can't. I'm gonna go. I can't. I'm gonna go home. My back is killing me. I'm gonna lay down.
Well, you can lay down while we do the next episode.
I
We'll
was
put the
on the floor,
microphone down. It's not like you're really adding much anyway.
I
You're 20 minutes behind every
Right, I'm
conversation.
gonna go. I'm tired. I can't.
Okay, all right, let's shut this bitch
Okay.
down.
That's too bad.
Thanks for tuning
Like,
in,
follow,
man.
subscribe, tell your friends, tell
Oh,
your
I thought we were
frenemies.
done. I cut this out. I don't know.
We are.
Okay.
We fucking love you guys, man. You are the best.
Like, follow, subscribe, like I said.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah,
It's Kiki. It's Anforth. I'm Larry.
and I'm Needles.
Peace.
I thought you had cut it already. Sorry.
We went long.